What's up, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap video for September 27th, 2024. So let's take a look at this pre-market plan here for ES. Essentially what I was watching was this 1 hour supply formed yesterday overnight at 5823, and then in combination with that, if you pull out the fibs here from yesterday's high to yesterday's low, this 0.786 level at 5818.75, right? So specifically what I was watching, within that zone, this red box covers those two areas from 5827 to 5819. Specifically, I was watching to see if sellers enter there with strength and aggression on the footprint. I was watching for strong buying not getting rewarded, basically looking for seller absorption. And then if sellers enter with volume and candles close below that level, then look for shorts targeting 5790. So let's take a look at the actual trade here. Today we also had news at 10 a.m. as well, so let me switch that trade. So I was waiting until after the news hit, because I do not like trading before news. Alright, so the first thing I saw was after news, we had this strong push up into my area of interest within this box. And right after, on the 1 minute, this is a 1 minute chart, right after we see this nice engulfing candle, basically engulfing all the buyers from the previous candle. And essentially at this point I was looking at the footprint, so the confirmation for my trade came in the footprint, and I'll show you guys that next here. But once I saw that, I took it short at 517.25, and my stop loss was 5821, risking about 3 points. So my first target was VWAP at 5809, and then I was targeting low of day for my second target. Essentially, if you were trading today, price was very choppy for some odd reason. NQ was very similar as well, and I did want to essentially target 5790, the London lows, but I had to actually shorten up my targets just due to the choppiness. But as you can see here, later on we did hit my initial target, but I didn't hold my trade till then. So just due to the choppiness, I decided to sort of shorten up my targets and then take it off at VWAP and then low of day. So let's actually take a look at the footprint, because that's very important. That gives me my confirmation of why I actually took the trade. So alright, so looking at the footprint here, this bar specifically was where I found my confirmation for my trade. If you look down here, this 18,000 is the volume that was transacted within these 5 points. This is a 5-point range chart. And down here we have minus 474, which is the negative delta that I was seeing as soon as my area of interest level hit. If you were watching the footprint or any sort of order flow, you would have seen that there was a good amount of buying up here, but it wasn't really going anywhere, right? So it was kind of just stalling within these price points. And I was seeing some selling that was coming in on the delta on the right side here. So as soon as I saw that, I kind of got a little bit more interested. I didn't exactly enter there. What I did want to see was some sort of candle close below my area of interest to basically confirm the trade, because I didn't want to hop in too early and then get stopped out and then eventually have to chase it. But what I did was I waited until we closed below my level, which we did with the engulfing candle, and then I entered right here at 5817.25. So that was my confirmation on the footprint for my trade. The interesting thing about today was there was a lot of aggressive selling at 5817 through 5813, and if you were watching any sort of order flow, you would have seen that buyers were supporting 5813 heavily, right? So every time we tested 5813, price just kept bouncing back, right? Bouncing back. And initially I was thinking of exiting early, but then I was like, you know what? The risk was only 3 points, so it wasn't a lot, and my reward was 10 points plus. So I was like, you know, I felt like I was in a good position, seeing what I saw here earlier with these sellers coming in, to eventually, you know, sell off the market lower and hit my targets. But this was 5813 was a very key level, and you could see on the DOM here, the delta volume. Look at all this aggressive selling at 5816, 5815, and 5814, right? A lot of aggressive selling, and it took about, I would say, almost like 15 minutes just to break that level, right? And essentially, once we broke that level, we retested it and then sold off lower to my target level. So let's take a look at TradeZella here to show you my exact trade. All right, so looking at the TradeZella. The total was 91.25. I shorted at 10:29 a.m. Entered at 5817.25 with the stop loss of 5821. So risking about 3 points, which is excellent risk to reward to where I exited. And if you look at my executions here, I took one off at 5809, which was VWAP, and then the second one at low of day, well, I'll say near low of day at 5807.25. So if I did hold my runner, I would have got my initial target at 5790, which would have been huge, but would have been a big trade. But overall, great day, great trade, great end to the week, and we'll be back at it again next week. So if you guys liked the video, like the trade recap, if you guys learned something, you know, comment down below. Let me know how you guys did for the week, if you guys went green or red. And if you like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next trade recap. Peace.